Hello, everybody. It's time for the week 10 announcements for our Astronomy 151 class. Let's go ahead and dive in and see what we can expect for week number 10. Working our way towards the end of the semester, I can almost see the finish line. But let's keep pushing for now so we can make sure that we can make it all the way to the end. The big things to keep in mind for week 10 is yes, we have quiz number 4. There are only a total of 6 quizzes. So we are now most of the way done with quizzes. I've seen that many of you have already taken quiz 4, and I'm happy to see some good results coming in. So please be sure that you take quiz number 4 by 9 p.m. tonight. Today is Monday, the 19th of October. You have until 9 p.m. Eastern time to get your first attempt. And yes, you must do your first attempt. If you're happy with your first attempt, as always, you can skip the second attempt. And also, as always, tomorrow I'll be releasing a discussion on the most difficult concepts. So hopefully we can rectify some of those, and moving into the second attempt, you all can improve your scores and in the process do this magical thing called learning. And then the big one, exam 2, is next week. That's week number 11 on the schedule. I will be releasing the study guide later today. I'm most of the way through creating it, but I want to go through and make sure that you're getting all the material that you need to get so that you can study for the exam with maximum efficiency. So what will our exam cover? It'll be Unit 1, Parts 4 and 5. So that's light and telescopes. Then Unit 2, Parts 1 and 2, which is all about our solar system, sort of the broad overview of solar system, what we did last week. Oh, and sorry about that. I see there's a typo on this slide. Let me go ahead and live update this, or semi-live update this, pseudo live update that. Quiz 4 is this week, week 10. Exam 2 is going to cover Unit 2. Parts 1 and 2, everything solar system, is what we covered last week in week 9. Where we basically took an overview of the solar system, and it's going to cover the materials that will be the first half of this week, the first set of videos for this week, which is all about the formation of our solar system. How did we get to where we are currently? How did our solar system form? I will not have any of the material on the Earth or the Moon on it. That will be exam 3. I reserve exam 3 for essentially all the details on all the planets we'll start going through as soon as we finish up exam number 2. Please remember there are 2 extra credit opportunities right now. I'm still trying to think of additional ones, but the ones that are there can earn you maximum extra credit for this class, and they are very worthwhile for you to do, and I really enjoy reading them. So I'm looking forward to sitting down and going through some of these. You can repeat the ones that are there. You can do each one 2 times, and each one's worth 1.5 points added to your final grade in this class. I put a cap at earning half a letter grade plus 5% added to the final average you have in this class, which is a huge amount of extra credit. So if you're worried about your grade at all, make sure to knock that out, and you can bump yourself up by 5 whole points. And don't forget that I have office hours twice a week. You can come in and chat to me about whatever you want. If you want some help with the homework, we can talk about that. If you want more information about the material, we can talk about that. Need some additional help studying for an exam or a quiz, we can talk about that. Or you can just say hello and let me know how you're doing, since I've met so very few of you. Oh, look at this. Doing all sorts of live updates in this video. There we go. All right, so what are the week 10 assignments? So the week 10 engagement exercise is going to be due this Sunday, the 25th of October at 11:59 p.m. I expect to have these out by Thursday as normal. I might actually try to get these ones put together, because what I'll talk about here in a minute allows me to get a little bit more ahead with this class and get things set up for you earlier in the week. And homework number 7 on Unit 2, Parts 1 and 2. That is due this Wednesday. This is a little bit of a situation that I'm uncomfortable with, where I'm giving you the material right now that you're going to need to finish up the homework. Those videos will be on Canvas by the end of the day. I don't like to cram things in so tight. I like to have the homework due a full week after we finish the material, except the way I've set the class, where we have this regular schedule, and then the constraints of the semester being condensed and sort of squeezed together. All that combined, where we had to eat a little bit of an uncomfortable thing, where the homework is due at the same week where we finish the material. I apologize for that. Hopefully you are still going through the unit slides. Those are the core way that you get the material in this class. And yes, you can do the homework entirely from there, and you can use that handy dandy discussion on homeworks. And finally, I wanted to bring up that there's going to be a fundamental change to how you're going to be getting your content in this class. Well, I should say the content itself is going to be a little bit different. Maybe fundamental was a little bit of a strong word there. So what I'm going to start doing is, now that my two classes that I teach, the Astronomy 151 and 152 classes, have split entirely in their content, I just simply do not have time to continue creating videos as I have been, where I've been creating these unique slide decks, which has been a ton of fun. Uh, and it's been fun to release that material that way to you. What I'm going to do instead is, I have all of these videos I worked very hard on creating last spring when we were forced to go online, that I finished out my Astronomy 151 class with. And so what I want to do is, I want to use those videos. One, I spent a lot of time producing them, and two, I need to buy myself some extra time, and this will give me the opportunity to step back and operate a little bit more on the engagement side. So hopefully we can see a little bit more activity in the discussions, where we can work back and forth on the concepts you're having trouble with. And I'll have more time to give you nice, long, thorough responses, to add additional explanation to what you're getting in the lecture slides and the videos. So while I'm not going to be producing any new videos, I think the quality is still of the class is not going to be taking a hit at all. And for some of you, this might be a benefit, because when I was making the videos last spring, they were much more a direct replacement to my in-class lectures, which means that I'm going through the slides that I have in the unit slides pretty much as they are. No edits to them. It's basically me presenting the slides. And no, I don't just read through the slides. I think you can tell my enthusiasm pretty much prevents me from doing that. But it does mean that the videos are a little bit more direct about the content that you need to know. I'm no longer going in and creating supplemental material that's broadening and deepening the context of things, which is what I have been doing with the videos to now. They've been supplementing the core material, which are the unit slides. And the spring videos are much more direct to you. Here is a professional in the field talking about the content and explaining it to you while going through the very slides that you'll be studying from. Some of you may prefer this. I'll be actually very interested to have your opinion and your feedback on what style of videos was best. So it's a little bit of an experiment as well. So please feel free to give me some feedback. At the end of the semester, I will design a survey where I can get this sort of feedback, and I can prompt you for that. But I just wanted to let you know that whenever my hairstyle changes and the clothes that I'm wearing change and the lighting changes, that's because the videos were produced last spring. There might be some anachronisms that are in there as well, where I make references to the spring. Uh, just sit back and enjoy times whenever we were just realizing that this pandemic was going to be ruling all of our lives for at least many, many months. And it looks like for an entire year now, that the spring classes are going to be affected similarly, or the spring 2021 classes. All right, that's what I have for you for the announcements and the assignments. I look forward to getting you that material and getting you the study guides. And hopefully I'll be able to release all the week's videos pretty much by the end of the day tomorrow. I just need to go through, make sure everything is looking good, and then put them on Canvas for you. All right, I will see you in the videos from the past, but in the present.